This excerpt from the public television program, The Piano Guy, is brought to you by the Roland Corporation. Well, here I am with David Benoit. Now, David, you were just sharing something that I really would like to get on the show here regarding the way you kind of interpreted a fully orchestrated tune to turn it into a piano tune. Share that with us.
Yeah, this is an interesting song. Human Nature, originally recorded by Michael Jackson, has a lot of production. What we call production can be like a drum machine and synthesizers.
Give us a couple measures so we know what the tune is.
Yeah.
Right, okay. Okay, cool.
So that's the song.
Right. And it had, full orchestration. You're thinking, how am I going to get this on my album and turn it into a nice piano?
How do I turn it into a piano song with just piano, bass, and drums? And
okay.
One thing I did is I stated the melody very low, the first verse, and just basically, well, I'll show you in a minute. The interesting thing is there's all these little licks that happen, and there was a little guitar lick where he kind of plays through that. It's this cool lick, so I thought if I just introduced a little bit of it very softly, you would just get a flavor that it's there.
Yeah, and on the original recording, that was one of 12 things in layers.
12 things going on,
all those old Quincy Jones.
You can't get everything, but the great Quincy Jones produced that. So it all, at that time, with that style of production, it was all of these multiple tracks of stuff like that going on.
So you were just doing the same thing, but just saying, look, I'm going to get it in, just a taste of it, but way down compared to the melodic line.
Yeah, so if you listen to this, so this is the melodic line.
Okay.
So I snuck in kind of where I had a little room and very softly.
Now, I've heard your recording of this tune, and there's a really interesting thing at the very beginning of this one, the whole thing, that beginning, that.
That was originally sequenced on a synthesizer. They sequenced it, meaning that they typed it into a computer, and the computer played it.
Right,
so it wasn't anything designed for a piano to play. So at first I wasn't going to touch it at all. And I thought, maybe I can turn it into a piano thing, and if I harmonized it, it might almost sound like a little Bach prelude or something. So this is kind of what I did. I went. That's the first thing you hear on the Heroes record. When I just took the melody, and then I just took just a third below that. Minor third below
instead of finding something that harmonically sounded interesting to go with.
So then maybe it was almost intended for piano. Made it pianistic.
Neat. Well, those are great little tips. I appreciate you sharing that. It's always kind of fun to peer into the brain of someone who's doing these things. So thanks for sharing.
Pleasure.
This excerpt from the public television program, The Piano Guy, has been brought to you by the Roland Corporation, international manufacturer of the finest keyboards, organs, and digital pianos. To find out more, log on to RolandUS.com.